Good morning. Today is February 10th, which is sort of early in the morning before the trading session starts. I'm just going to put this clock over here so you can see what it is. So February 10th, we had a nice second leg bear rally, bear not rally, bear trend yesterday. Um, I couldn't trade yesterday, which is a bit of a disappointment because these are the days I really love. You get one or two of these days a month, where you get a nice flush or a breakout. Um, if you remember, I said that remember I said the day before on this day that we would probably get a bear trend. I didn't actually expect us to pull back so deeply. But when I look at the sort of grand scheme of things, um, we found a lot of sellers at the previous day's high at the open. This would have been a beautiful sell below this bar, leading to a nice sort of bear flush. A few areas to kind of watch out for. This bar was probably a bit of a tricky one. If I'm going to put some bar numbers on so I have something to reference to. Alright, so bar counter, where are you? There we go. Alright, so yeah, 4. Bar 4 is a tricky bar. But then again, it's only the open, so the intention already started very early. I already marked this chart in my journal, and I also shared my markings on my Instagram. So if you're interested, you can always go check that out. But I marked where the good sells would have been. I realize that I don't really talk about why these are. I mean, I do have the markings to explain why, but no one has really sort of asked me why. So I'm assuming everyone knows why. But I guess looking at the day, you can see all the different attempts to reverse, all of them failing. A lot of them just sideways. Really, really beautiful entry over here. Really beautiful entry. So if you missed all this, this is the test of the previous day's low. So ideally, you can almost say this is a trading range over here. And therefore, you could ask how then do you have the confidence to take that low, because it is scary because you're selling at the lows, but you can almost see the amount of selling pressure you have. The bulls have their two legs up here, and so you have bears with two legs, so one leg here, second leg. The bulls did their two legs here, and that's all they got for their two legs. So a lot of conviction from the bears to sell this aggressively, which is exactly what you have. Another two-legged correction over here. And when you're getting such small two-legged corrections, you're going to get a very strong impulse. It's just like you see this isn't a very strong two-legged correction, and therefore the reversal isn't as great. It's just a way to sort of gauge what to sort of come next. But yeah, this two-legged correction here is, you could argue it's probably stronger than this. It is lower, and then you're getting a lot of bull bars in this bear impulse, and then you're expecting a bit more buying. Today is probably going to be even more interesting. In the overnight session, we've sold off very strongly, and it's beginning to make me wonder if this is now a wedge bottom, because if you think about it, this is a first leg or first push down, pull back, second leg down, and you could argue 1, 2, 3, 3 pushes down. Maybe might have a trading range day. We're beginning to get some aggressive buying already, so we might get maybe a strong bull leg. Trying to first target is low of yesterday. Next target is the close of yesterday. Ultimately, the market wants to erase this entire move, so we may actually test this high today, and then see what happens. But as I look on the daily chart, this is very strong selling, and this bar has already started red I mean, it's still very early in the day. If we get like we did over here, we start to get some buying forming, then this in itself is just a bear channel with exhaustion, 2 legs down. And in fact, it's 3 pushes, 1, 2, pull back. But this did not go below this. This is a triangle, so it's not a push below this line. So this for me is still the second push. And if this is the second push being as strong as it is, it probably could cause the bears to sell even more aggressively. So how we pull back to the moving average is crucial. And what I mean by that is this a bear trap? In which case we go really strongly. Is this just 1, 2 push? Well, actually it's 1, 2, 3. Do we get a reversal to the MA and then carry on, or do we get a breakout above the MA and start a trading range? Either way, how we open is very, very crucial to how the day will most likely go. Looking to the left, we have gotten down to the buy climax low, which is essentially a trading range setup. So right now we're here, and the bears need a very strong push to take this low out, and eventually to get down here. But let's see if we go so strongly down here, which is what I was expecting initially. We'll have a very, very strong drop to this level and then stop at this level. Then that could be a really, really, really good sign for a big reversal, and I would call that a bear trap. It will look very. We've had that before in the past. We had. I won't argue. I won't call this what I. Let me look for an example of what I mean. It's just like this, but I want to see. Here we go. Yeah, this is a good example. So you have a very strong up, and then a sideways, and then a very strong down, very convincing to make you think that this breakout is gonna start a bear trend that will take out this low, and then in actual fact you get a reversal. So if we do the same thing here, have a very strong down, and then go sideways here, that would be a good sign of another leg up. So that would be one push, second push, and then what you have is a test of this level, and you get a final push, possibly getting all the way back up here. So if we look at the weekly chart, and that's usually the best way to do it, is just look at the weekly chart. So weekly, we have 1 pullback, 2, didn't do a very good job getting above here, did it? But we have 1 pullback, 2, pause. So it looks like we might get one more up. So maybe that's not what it is. Today is Friday, so just take this out. Today is Friday, and therefore we weekly support and resistance is important. These levels are important, and therefore what the bears want to do is take out this open, and what the bulls want to do is erase this entire candle. They want to turn it into a bull candle. There is, how much room do we need to go if we were going to move from here to make it a bull candle? 46 points. All right, so it's not impossible. If this can be a bull candle, that would set us up for at least a bit more buying for next week. So a trading range is all they need today, in my opinion. But they could decide to have a bull trend today. I don't know if it's likely. Yeah, I don't know if it's likely. I think we've had enough sideways selling that we now have a bit of selling pressure. We have a lower high here. We had an opportunity to reverse and we failed. We had a head and shoulders top, and I think we have a measured move target as a result of that. First target could be here, next target down here, which is this level. So I will be watching. If we do come back down here, then we'll probably go down again for a second leg. But this itself is a second leg of this. This could be argued to be a wedge, 1, 2, 3. So let's see how it goes, because there is a lot happening out there today. All right. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a like I said, a a review of yesterday, and then yeah, we'll start getting ready to trade today.